Python, data visualization with Tableau, and the first lesson will be concluding within 30 minutes so that we can be able to use the remaining 1 hour to practice how to report with Microsoft Excel. So at the end of the lesson 1, we should be able to know what Microsoft Excel is and its uses, how to hide the ribbon, how to use quick access toolbar, what are cells and worksheets, how to use the help button and shortcuts, how to access templates online. The uses of Excel. Excel is used for handling database of customers, budget, and sales. It is used for presentation of reports, which you're having today, with different charts. It's used for analysis. It's used to make pivots, to do quick analysis, which I just said, using pivot table, even without knowing how to walk around your data. It has a lot of formulas, over 400 built formulas, of which you cannot learn over a day even or over a year. It's just when you need them. Please, as we go on, if you have question, it's either you type or you raise up your hand and ask the question. So now we are going into using the auto hide ribbon. So I would like us to open an Excel in your desktop, not the one that I sent to you, just a plain Excel sheet this time around. If we have it open, you can raise up your hands. So I'll wait for you. When you open it, then we'll now go into how to use the hide and open ribbon. So I'll wait for you for the next 2 minutes to do that. So please open if you don't know how to do it, please, you can let me know and I'll assist you. Is that okay? Hello, is that okay? You can type yes on the, okay. Yes. Okay. Okay, so by 4:29, let me also open my. So if you are through, please use the raise up hand button. Anyone through? Yes, anyone? Okay, Timothy, thank you. It's a practical session. Everyone will be carried along. I hope everyone have his or her laptop. I hope no one is here to just listen. we are doing is the auto hide ribbon. This I take this first always in my Excel class, because it can happen to you. You can go to an interview and you have something like this, and they are telling you do something, or you can, and they're telling you to do something, and you're like, please, where is this? Where is that? So I always try to take up this auto hide ribbon. So you can see that it's only the menu. The menu is available, and you don't have other ones, and you don't know how to go about it. So what you have to see, this icon, this is the ribbon display icon. This is the icon that when you click on it. So okay, first of all, let's start with let's try to click on this icon here so that we can hide this ribbon. Can all of us just hide the ribbon? Have we done that? Let me come back again. Just go to this icon. Go to this icon at the end of Excel and hide the ribbon. So it's more an interactive class. You have to be telling me, I've done it, and I move on. So if I'm not hearing anyone,
I've done it.
Okay. So when we hide this ribbon now, what we'll have to do is, for us to be able to bring it back, we will click on this icon, this shift up icon, ribbon display option. When we click on it, we see the auto hide and the show tab. When you say only show tab, it will just show the menu. But when you say show tabs and command, it will show the menu with the ribbons. Then when you click on auto hide, it will totally hide everything. And when you go for probably an interview, you can see just something like this, and you're like, please, where is everything? And the person will be telling you, but you said you know Excel. So when you see something like this, you know that the ribbon have been auto hidden. So for you to be able to bring it back, you just click on this icon and show tab and command, and you are able to see everything. So have we done the auto hide and show them the ribbon? Have we done 2 of them? Can we move on?
Yes.
Okay. So,
yes.
Okay, no problem. So the next thing we'll be doing is the quick access toolbar. The quick access toolbar is just to put everything that you want to be using almost every time at one place, so you can be able to easily access it. So now, going back to my Excel, then I will, this icon, the icon that has a dash here and an angle here, a dash and an angle. When you just scroll over, is a customized quick access toolbar. When you click on it, it pops up a lot of tools. So you just pick 2 or 4 tools that you use every time, like automatically save, undo, redo. These are the, I click them, but when I remove them, you see, when I remove one, then it just removed, because these are where they are. So I can easily use them. But if I want more, I'll just click on them. So I would like you to click like 4 tools that you think you'll be using frequently in Excel. Just click on it and you will see them appearing at the beginning of your Excel sheet. Have we clicked on the 4 tools? If you want to remove anyone, just click on it back and it will remove. If you want to click on descending, if you want even more commands, you can click on more commands and the whole commands will pop up. Mine is coming up. Please, are we following? So this is it. We have these whole commands of tools in Excel. So I can actually from here pick. When I pick, I just, when I click on, maybe I just want cut. I just click on cut and I'll say add. Am I too fast or are we following?
Why do you see these icons showing?
Okay, let me go back. So I close it. Then when you go to this green aspect of your Excel, can you see it?
Yes. Yes.
Can you see this icon? Customize quick access toolbar. So just click on it. And you will see some tools that you can easily highlight to show on your first green bar.
Okay, you click on more commands.
Thank you. I clicked on more commands and it showed me other tools that are not listed that I can actually add to my quick access toolbar. So if I want like repeat, I can click on repeat, click add, and make sure I say okay for it to remember what I want, or else it will, if I don't say okay, it will not add those two. So when I add, I say okay. And you can see that the repeat button is here already. Okay, the repeat button is here, although it's not highlighted because I don't need it. Do we understand?
Yes.
Okay. Please, it's a practical class. Anyone you don't understand, I like carrying everyone along. So please, anyone you don't understand, please just raise up your hand and ask your question. You can as well, you can as well share your screen. For us to carry you along.
Okay.
So
I've gotten it.
Okay.
So after we had, you click OK.
Okay, yes, for it, yes, for you to work, yes. You click OK. Yes. If are we getting it?
Yes.
Okay. So we have 20 more minutes and we are done with this and we go to the actual business of today. So we have the cell and worksheet. Now we need to know our environment, the Excel environment that we are going to work with in order to send our reports. So this is where I walk you around the environment. So now we have this Excel work. We have this Excel workbook. So the whole of this Excel that I opened is called workbook, but each of the sheet, like sheet 1, is called worksheet. Please, if you're not talking, please mute, except you want to talk. So the sheet is called worksheet, but the whole Excel that you open, the new Excel you open is called workbook. Now, each of this white column, like this one that have a green highlight, is called cell. And each cell is labeled. So we have the horizontal. This horizontal is called the rows. This vertical is called the column. The column is labeled in letters of A to how many number it has. So you have A, B, C, D, those are columns. but the rows are labeled in numbers. So if I pick one cell like this cell, it will give me the name of the cell. It will tell me it is, this cell I picked is in, is column A under row 1. So that we have, that is why the name, this is where the name is. You see, it's called name box. So this is A1. A1 is the name of the cell. So please, Timothy, can you tell me the name of this cell? Timothy, can you tell me the name of this cell?
Okay, the name of the cell is J9.
Exactly. So we all grab it, right? We all grab it. So that is how to name our cells. And also, let me talk about the sheets, the worksheets. Sheets are named in numbers, sheet 1, sheet 2. If I click another one, it will tell me sheet 2. But I can actually rename it. I can click on it and I double click on it. Can you double click on your worksheet and name it your name? Okay, let me pick Timothy. So do you see tab color? Do you see tab color? Can you see tab color? So we have the next, we have 13 minutes to go before our next lesson. We have the next, we have how to use help. So how to use help button. So before I tell you how to use help button, let me just give you a rundown. Like 3 months back, we had this free training for basic Excel. We talked about how to use all the tabs, all the menus here and the ribbons associated with it. But today we are talking about reporting Excel. So we just have a brief of the introduction to Excel. But let me just give us a rundown of the menus so that we can talk about the help button. So you can even teach yourself the basics in case you need some tools. So now these are the menus in Excel. Can we all see my Excel sheet?
Yes.
Okay, so these are the menus in Excel. We have the file, home, insert, page layout, formula, data, review, view, and help. Help is what we want to look at. But before we do that, all these menus, you know, when you have a menu, maybe the Chinese menu, you will have a drop down, which is called the ribbons. You have a drop down. When you click on, you have a drop down of order list of food in that menu. So that is how it is with Excel. Like now, if you click on the file menu, it will give you a drop down of how you can save or get a new sheet or get a new template or publish anyone, a lot of other tools under file. We also have the home menu, which is basically what we mostly use, the home menu, where you have our colors, copy and paste, and the rest of them. So we also have the inserts, where you have your pivot table, where you can create your pivot table, your pivot chart, where you can get symbols if you are probably working on formulas, and have your tables, design your tables for Excel. This is under insert. So all the menus have their other ribbons, the other tools you can use. So you have the page layout. If you want to do printouts, you go to the page layout. You want to say where the area you want to print. Then you have a formula. All the formulas you want to learn, you can learn it from here. But you cannot learn everything, but anything you need. If you want, for example, you want to have a financial formula, you can click on this. These are financial formulas. and you can just hover around it and it will tell you what it does if you don't know it. So you have other formulas associated with it. So you have the auto sum and the rest of them. So you have data. This data is where you talk about the filtering, the sorting, the forecasting, the array, the grouping. This is it. Then we have the review. Review is probably you have someone send you your report, a report, and you want to comment. This is where you give a note, and the person will just hover around your comment and say, okay, I have to do this, I have to do that. It's under review. So you have the view. The view is where you have the freeze pane, the normal, the page break, and the rest of them. Now, the macros, you also have the macros. I worked a lot with the macros while I was in a telecommunication company. So the macros is where you can be able to kind of automate your process in Excel. So now the last one which I want to talk about is help. So now we want to do something. Maybe your mind is telling you, okay, for example, now you want to learn about pivots. So you can just click on help. And please, the help is online. The help feature is online. So you have to be online to get the help support. If you're not online, it will tell you that please, you don't have network, kindly connect. So when you go to do it, you want to know about pivot, you just click on pivot. And to tell you type pivot table, you click on pivot table. When you click on pivot table, it will load. It will tell you what pivot table means. And it will show you, give you tutorials on even pivot, on how to use pivot, how to sort and everything. So you can actually learn these tools in the help button. It's very helpful. Even me, as I've known Excel I've used Excel for over 4 years and going, I still go to this help button in case I have something I want. So I will implore you to use the help button anytime you are stuck. Yeah, before you ask someone, you can just ask Excel people and they will help you. Are we good? Are we good?
Yes.
Okay. So the last thing is the how to access your online templates. So let's just go through it. It's easy. Okay, so you click on file, click on new. Please, let's just walk it through with me. File, are we there? File.
Yes.
New.
Yes.
And we see online templates. A lot of online templates.
Online.
Yes, a lot of templates. I've brought out some files and people are like, wow, how did you do it? I didn't do it. Oh, I just went to templates and got something that someone created and I put my content on it. And that is just it. Like when I wanted an invoice, I was in a hurry. I just have few hours to go. I just clicked on invoice. I just wrote invoice. I clicked on invoice. A lot of invoice came out and was even begging me, choose me, choose me, choose me. And I just looked for an interesting one, something like this, a simple invoice. It's even what it's called. And I clicked on it. Are we there? Can I go ahead and click on it? Are we there? And when you click on it, it has not ended. You just have to create. When you click on create, you allow it to load. It will come out. Wonderful. And you can just input your data and print it out.
Great.
Huh? And that's just
After I click this.
Create, yes, it will come out. You will see it.
Yes.
And that's it. So you can now click on it and start writing what you want, changing it. You can start working on it. But you can just start working on it. Start putting your numbers and everything. And you have your receipts, your invoice, good to go. So now, this is how to report with Excel. Before I go into our next lesson, does anyone have any questions? If anyone doesn't have question, I have question. So please let someone answer me. Worksheets are within a workbook, true or false? Worksheets are within a workbook, true or false?
True.
True. You can access templates on Microsoft Excel offline, true or false?
True. False.
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 False. You need to be online to
False.
access. Yes, it's false. You need to be online to access the templates. So now our second lesson. Can we move ahead to our second lesson on how to actually report with Excel?
Yes.
We have done the basics, so this is it. At the end of the lesson, so you will learn how to convert .csv file to .xlsx file. You will learn to design a table. You will learn the first step to preparing a report. You learn how to use pivot table for reports. You learn to use pivot charts for reports, and you learn how to overall prepare your reports, your own projects. So now let's get started. Open it. Yeah. So when you open it, people, it's going to be a .csv file. We won't just go ahead and work on .csv file, because if you work on the .csv file, you are unfortunately wasting your time, because at the end, when you save, it will not save. So the first thing a person who wants to do a report on Excel needs to do is to check if the file is not in .xlsx file. First thing you do is to change it to .xlsx file. That is the Excel worksheet format to use. Every other one, you can end up doing everything and it will not save. So now, that is the first thing to do. So what you have to do is you click on File, Save As. Please, if I'm too fast, can I go back again, or you are doing it?
You are doing it.
Okay. So this is the first step as someone who is reporting on Excel sheets. You just have to check. You have to check your file first. Am I working with the right file type? Save As. At Save As, you will know the file type. Okay, this is .csv. No. You just click on the .csv. And you go to your Excel workbook. Excel workbook is the right format.
This information is not showing on my system.
It's going to show on your system, but probably it will show on in a different way. So all you have to do is to look for .xlsx. Just look for a file that is .xlsx.
I'm using 2016.
I know you are using 2016. It's not a crime. It will show. It will show. Even 2006.
Desktop.
It will show. So can you see XLSX? Can we see that?
I did. Okay.
Which one did you see? Have you seen it?
CS what? CSV. You change it to what?
Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen?
Change it to what? I see your screen.
So you can see what we are changing it to. I don't need to call it. Just look at it in the screen.
Please, can you dictate to me? I can't see very well.
.xlsx. Excel workbook. Look for Excel workbook. Look for, how many of us have been able to do that? How many of us have been able to see it?
XML data.
Not XML. Did you see Excel workbook? We are wasting time on this. Please click on Excel workbook. If you have done it, please raise up your hand. When you click on it, click on save. You save it. Okay, if I have done it, click on save. And when you save it, it has turned
Said
to
what? I can't see XML. I click on save on this desktop. So I click on the
Is the only format that is able to catch it? If you have saved, please can you just raise up your hand? Apart from Galaxy that is having issue. Hello. Excel workbook, sir. Look for Excel workbook. Look for Excel workbook. Look for a name called Excel workbook.
I save it on desktop and now I click save as what?
But okay, if you've seen Excel workbook, just click on save. Just click on save. That's it.
Okay.
Click on save. So when you click on save, just to be on same page, everyone, please go back to the file, click save as, and check. Is it now on XLSX? Or is it now on Excel workbook? The name is Excel workbook. Is it now on Excel workbook? Yes. Okay, it's like that, right?
Yes.
Okay. So let's begin. Okay, you can mute. You can mute. You're having what? Okay, let's start. So just click on any of the cell. Click on any of the cell. Click on Control A. Control A means highlight all. It's a shortcut, which means highlight all. Click on Control A. And when you click on Control A, please, have we done that? Have we highlighted all?
Yes, I have.
Okay, when you highlight all, you click on this box here. Look just on the box called border. You click on it and click on all borders. You click on all borders. Please raise up your hand when we complete a task. Just raise up your hand, and after I acknowledge, you can put down your hand so we can be able to go a pretty fast. We are 40 minutes left. We have 40 minutes left for this class. Please, have you done this task? Okay, Former. I need one more person. One more person. Galaxy have gone out at this critical time. Wow. Who else? One more person. Who else have done the have highlighted the borders? Which other person? Okay, Temitope. Okay, we are good to go. Okay, so now what you have to do is, okay, done. Okay, thank you. All I have to do is we click on the first row. The first row is the row that tells us about our data. It's called the header. So when you click on the header, Sorry, the first row, the header. Just click on A. When you click on A, click on your keyboard, click on Control, Shift, and forward. Click on Control, Shift, and forward. Have we highlighted the header? Should I go back again? Should I do it again? Okay, Ifeoma, you've done that. So when you do Control, Shift, and forward, you click on the first color, which is the fill color, to give it a background color. It's good to give your header a color. So let's use a big highlighter, which is yellow. So we have highlighted the header with yellow. If you have done that, please raise up your hand. Then we go ahead. Done, 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 done. Okay, Timothy, you've done that. Wow. I think the network have thrown a lot of people out, or few people out. So now the next thing you have to do is to open up each of your column. So just on the line, just double click on each line. Double click on each line that has the column squeezed, like the payments, the product line. Double click on each line. Done. Okay. Double click on each line and it will come out, every of the content will come out. So when you are through, so let me just clean the sheets. Let me just delete it, please. So when you are through, we now start the report. Now, for us to be able to create, just imagine that your first day at work, they say create a report with Excel. And you just know the basic of Excel and you don't know how to create reports. Now, Excel have what they call pivots. Pivot is the easiest way to create a report without having to go for an extensive training in Excel. If you're able to get this pivot right, you can create a report comfortably well, and they will think that you are a pro in Excel. So this is what we are going to achieve today. So for us to be able to do that, what we'll have to do is we click on any of the cell, click on Control A, click Insert, and click Pivot Table. If you've done this, please, can you raise up your hand? If you have done this, please raise up your hand. Okay. Who else? One more person to go. One more person to go. Do I need to go back? Do I need to go back? Who else? Okay, okay. Tell me top there. So we are good to go. So now, this is the range of our table, because we highlighted the whole table before we clicked on pivot table. This is the range of our table from A1 to 1001. However, this pivot table can be in either of these two places. It's either you put it on a new worksheet. I told you what a worksheet is all about, or an existing worksheet, the worksheet which is called supermarket sales. Is either you want this pivot table to be on an existing worksheet or a new worksheet. But in this our lesson, we will be looking at it through a new worksheet. So I will not get confused. So new worksheet, that is where we'll be having our report. So please click OK. And it gives you a new worksheet. Now it's time to do your reporting. So the second step to do a reporting, can someone tell us? If you want to report, what is the second thing after checking the type of your file? What's the second thing you need to do? What is the second thing you need to do? Anybody? Just try. Okay. The second thing you need to do for you to create your report is to ask questions on your data. You need to, you need to first understand your data, then ask questions. You know, number one is to know the type of Excel worksheet workbook you are using. Are you in the right type of Excel workbook? That's number one. Then number two is, okay, please, what type of workbook, what kind of data am I told to work on? So now let's go back to supermarket sales. When we go back to supermarket sales, you will see that we have different columns for different data. Before we ask that data question, we need to understand the data in order to have a question to ask. Because a report is about answering a particular question that will give the decision makers insights on the next action to take. So now, how can we know the type of data? It's through the header. Please, if you are not following, please, you can ask question. It's through the header. When you click on the header, you say, okay, what is this? This is an invoice ID. You know what invoice is. So the branch, okay, we have how many types of branch? We have different types of branch. We have the city, the different cities. And mind you, this is a supermarket sales. That means these supermarkets have 3 branches in different cities. Definitely in 3 different cities. Then we have customers. We have 2 types of customers, the member and the normal customer. Then even if you're not clear with, okay, what's member and normal customer, you need to maybe go to the department that gave you the data and say, please, can you give me details of who is a normal and normal and hello, excuse me, please. So can we all hear me? Can we all hear me? Can we? Hello. If you can hear me, please raise up your hand. Please. Okay. So the product line. Okay, the gender, we have male and female. Then we have the product line, the different products that these supermarkets are selling. Then the unit price, the quantity, the tax, the payment type. Some people use cash, e-wallet, and the rest of them. We have this COG. So who can tell me what is COG? You can type it if you don't want to talk. What is COG? What is COG? Who can tell me what is COG? We really need to understand our data before we continue. Nobody? Okay, someone has typed something. No idea. Really? Okay. Cost of goods sold. COG is cost of, you see why you need to understand your data before you start. Cost of goods sold. Then you have the gross margin percentage, you have the gross income, and you have the rating, customer rating. What did they rate them? Is it one? Is it 1? Is it 2? Is it 3? So you can actually, if you want to, these are the rating: 9.1, 9.6, 7.4. These are the rating of customers, what they rated that particular service that was given to them, customer service that was given to them. So now, okay, tell me up there. I can see that. So we have understood our data. So the first one is the type of data. The second one is understand your data in order to give a good report. Then the third one is ask questions. Don't just go in and I know how to do pivot. But just open it and start doing pivot. What are you pivoting? What data do you want? What question do you want to answer? So in this class, we'll be answering 3 questions in this data. And your project is to just answer 2 questions. So from the data as your report. So this report now, I want to give this report to the manager of, let me say, can someone give me one supermarket in the site? I want to answer these questions. Can someone quickly give me one name of one supermarket? One. I want to answer a question for that supermarket. Anybody? I want to answer the question of one supermarket. Oh, ShopRite, tell me. Really? Okay, I want to answer these questions for the manager of ShopRite so that they can know an information about their sales and make a better decision. So ShopRite has like ShopRite in Shongotedo, ShopRite in Victoria Island, ShopRite in Jakonde. So now these are the 3 locations I know. There are a lot of other places. So now we have like 3 branches now. So number 1 question. Now looking at this data, please give me a question. I'm not going to ask. I want 3 persons to give me 3 questions from this data in order to create a report. Yes, from the audience. Give me 3 questions. Answer 3 questions that you think that would make a better decision for the manager of ShopRite. Someone should give me one, please. What question do you think what answer do you think that might interest the manager of ShopRite to make an informed decision? Any question? Hello? Okay, I'm waiting. Just one question from each person. Okay, I have a question. Purpose of reporting. Yes, now the purpose of reporting is for us to answer 3 questions. I want you to answer one. I want you to ask one question from this data. Okay, let me give you an example. Now, example of the question I want to ask is, what are the total sales made by each branch? So let's take one. What are the total sales? What are the total sales made from each branch? This is number one question that I want to answer in my report. So someone should give me one. How many health and beauty products were sold during COVID period? No, there's no COVID data here. You are asking the question in the data. They didn't tell us when there was COVID or when there was no COVID. So the question you'll be asking is the question that is in this data. There's no COVID data. There's no. So see, I'm an engineer like most of us here. So you won't tell me that because you're an engineer, you cannot answer supermarket data. You can answer any data. Look at that data. So far you understand that data, you can be able to ask question. Okay, Timothy, yes.
Okay, the question I want to ask is, I think they use a payment system here.
Yes.
So we can see wallet, e-wallet, cash, credit card.
Yes.
So, I don't know if we can know the branch that use that patronize credit card and maybe cash payment system from each branch.
Branch that patronized what? Credit card, Abi? And cash.
Credit card and cash.
Credit card and cash.
Yes.
Yes. So we're going to answer the question of which branch patronized credit card and cash the most. Okay. Does the customer prefer to pay through cash or e-wallet? So we all have it. So probably we'll just do a data to answer two of your questions. That's okay. Which payment system was mostly patronized and which branch? Which payment system was mostly patronized by customers and which branch patronized credit card and cash? Any other person with any other question before we answer these three questions? Is that all we need to know? Okay, former year. Any other question?
What product has the highest number of purchasers from the female demographic?
Okay, what product was mostly purchased by the females? Okay. Okay, so now we have questions to be able to create our wonderful reports. When is actually the peak time of sales? And don't worry, you are the one to answer it in your project. Don't worry. Okay, peak time of sales. Okay, you have a question for your of sales. Okay, that's your project question. Don't worry, I won't give you hard one. So now let's go back to our pivot table. So you can go back to your pivot table. So the first question is, please, I hope you have this because that is the kickoff. What are the total sales made from each branch? That is the first question. So now, before we start, this is the pivot table field. Then under the pivot table field, we have the various headlines. That's why headlines are very important. These are the headlines of each data, the invoice, the branch. So I hope you are familiar with that. So now you now have the filter, the column, the row, and the values. So now, what do they mean by this? Column means, do you want, for example, do you want city to be in column? You can see the city is on the column. Each of them is on the column. Now, or do you want it to be on the row? You can see each of them are in the row. So I'm trying to make you understand how to use this column and row. So that is it about how to use it, how to use the field. Then now, the first question is, what are the total sales made from each branch? Now, the branch. How many branches do we have? 3. We have 3 branches. So we prefer it to be in the row. It can be in the column, no problem. So what are the total sales? So now we are looking for total sales. We'll now scroll down. You left click. Okay, if you are using, you left click and click on the scroller, and if you scroll down, quantity total, you can see total. So total sales, you click on it. You can see the total sales of each branch. So without stressing your eyes and saying, is it 106? Is it, what's even this number? Is what? No, you quickly do a chart. You click, create a graph for it. How can we create a graph for this answer to be able to see who made the most sales, even without doing our maths? We just highlight this and click on pivot table analyze. And first thing you go to is charts. So if you are new to Excel and you don't know much, you go for recommended table to make your work faster. Then probably when you learn about charts, or when you start seeing the kind of chart you're supposed to use for a particular thing, okay, this is the recommended table. Okay, no, you click on charts and go on. Yes, you click on charts, and this particular chart is recommended. This first one you see is the recommended chart to use. But you can say, okay, let me use line. You can say, let me use bar. So now when you look at line and when you look at bar, okay, I'll say, okay, let me just use line and click on OK on a line chart. And I will reduce it because there are more to come. I will reduce it. And you can see that this table is not fancy. For me to make it fancy, I click on design. And I'll look for a fancy design that will thrill the manager of ShopRite. Should I use this? Should I use this? Should I use this? This looks like it. Let me use this. Or should I use this? Let me use this. So now, not much ado about nothing. You can see that branch C has the highest sales, even without looking at the numbers. So please, let's quickly do what I did. And we continue. Let's create our first report. Ifeoma, have you done it? I'm seeing your hand up. So while we are doing it, okay, no problem. Let's finish it. Then I will show you how to label. We need to show that this is a branch and the other one is total sales. You need to show it in your graph so it will be readable without you explaining. So let me rename. Okay, when you people finish, we'll do it together. So when you have to put up your hand. Are we good? Are we following? Yes or no, yes or no? Hello. Are we good? Okay, I give us let me give us 4 minutes. Let me give us 4 minutes. If you are free, just raise up your hand, please. 4 minutes. Ah, Oluwabayola, you're not with your laptop. Ah, see, Lazy Tech Limited, our training is 100% practical. You can ask them. You just have to do everything in the class. Everything. Huh? So please, next time you see Lazy Tech is training, please carry your laptop because you have to follow through. Although the video recording will be available on the YouTube. So you can practice there. But please, if you have your system, please do this now. Very important. Destiny, you are welcome. But you are so late.
Honestly,
As
I'm very
in,
wow.
are you with your system? Can
Yes.
you download the supermarket sales?
Okay, yeah. I can download it.
So please, when you open it, you let me know.
Okay.
Yeah, welcome.
All right.
So we have 2 minutes to go. Please, if you are through, please raise up your hand. Okay, 5 minutes is over. How many people have been able to finish that up? I see your hand raised, or should I start it again? We have 15 minutes to round up this class. Okay. If we can be able to get one chart right, we can actually do others. So if I have to repeat myself, please let me know. Okay, Destiny.
Please, what kind of charts did you use?
Line chart. Line. Oh, okay. Okay, let me repeat. Okay. So please do as I do. I do. Let me just delete this. And delete this. Delete this whole pivot. Done. Let me just go back. Let me just even delete the sheet. Yes. Delete it. This one. I don't need you. Delete. So now we have supermarket sales sheet. Please just do as I do. I'm waiting for you at every point in time. Click on any cell. Click Ctrl A. Okay. When you click on Ctrl A, click on Insert. The first thing on Insert is Pivot Table. It even tells you about Pivot Table. More about Pivot Table. You click on Pivot. It indicates new worksheet or existing sheet. We say new worksheet. We click OK. It gets us directly to another worksheet. Please, if we are here, let me raise up. Let me see your hand raise up. If you are here already, okay. So I move. So the next thing is, the question is, the first thing the question I want to answer in our report is, what are the total sales made from each branch? Total sales and branch is the keyword. So we say, okay, total sales, branch first. We click on branch. And branch goes down to row. You can say we don't want it to be in row. We want it to be in column. Want it to be in column, but we want it to be in row. So we can move it. Now, if you have done this, please raise up your hand. Okay, that is it. So we now said, okay, what branch made the total sales? So total sales, where are total sales? It is written total. Mind you, we have read our data. We've understood our data. We now know that total is total sales. We clicked on total and it gave us the sum. See, sum of total, sum. Now, for our manager to understand the numbers, we say, let's put on a chart. Please, if you've done this, please raise up your hand. Only one person? Okay, we move. So when we have this thing, we highlight it, we click on one, hold it with your mouse, push it down here and push it forward here. If we have done it, please let me see your hand raise up. If we are able to highlight it properly, one person, only one person know how to highlight a table. Okay. Okay. So now we're able to highlight this table. When we highlight the table, the next thing we have to do is, when we highlight the table, what comes out is pivot table analyze. It comes out, it pops out, and it is in a different color. Mine is green. I don't know what the color of yours. It comes out. Another thing comes out is design. But what we want to do is pivot. We want to get the chart, and it's under this pivot table analyze that will get the chart. So we click on it, and you see pivot chart. We click on it, and we see pivot chart. When we click on pivot chart, the first thing that comes out is the column chart. This is the recommended chart. Any chart that comes out first when you click on a table is called the recommended chart. So now I say, okay, I don't want the recommended chart. I want line chart. I click on line chart and I say, okay. Please, if you have clicked on line chart, please let me see your hand up. If you have clicked on line charts. Okay, Destiny, if you have downloaded the sheet, click on save as and save it as .xlx. Or save it as Excel workbook. Look for Excel workbook and save it and click on Excel workbook and save. Have we been able to do the line chart?
Sorry, I missed a lot. My battery went down.
Okay, just follow through because I'll be sending this video on YouTube so you can actually watch where you miss. Because in the next 8 minutes, we'll be done for this class.
Yes.
Yes, so you get the YouTube link. I'll send it to everyone. So please, who is on the line chart? Who is there already? Timothy, who else? Temitope, who else? Okay. So we click on OK. When we click on OK, what happens is it brings out something big. We don't want it big. We want it small. So we come here, we hover here. We have these dots, these small circles around. Or at the edge, you will see something like this. You will see something here, but we want it here. The one that goes this side arrow. So we drag it. We make it small. We make it a small chart because we want our reports to be neat. We put it here. It doesn't look fine. It looks so, it's not even giving me, it's not even giving me an exact report immediately. I want it finer. So I'll go and click on design. Please, if you can see design, please raise up your hand. If you can see design. Design. After pivot chart analyze. Okay. So you click on design. You see different design. You see this one. You see this one. Fine design. Fine design. But I want this one. I click on it. This is the design I have. If you have clicked on this design, please. It depends on your mine is 365, so it depends on your version. But you can if you see a design that looks like this, you can just click on it. If you have done this, please let me know. Anyone? Anyone? Hello? Is that the only Timothy that have been able to click a design? Tell me it up there. Okay. We have the design form. I hope that you are following. And it's fine. Okay. So now we have the design. So now we can see from this report that branch C is the highest. Branch C is the highest. Followed by what? Who can tell us followed by what? Followed by branch A. If we hover around, we can see it. Followed by branch A. So now, let us give it a title. Branch with its highest sale. So this plus sign, click on this plus sign. Okay, there's chart title already. So you click on this total, rename it with branch. Okay, see how you will click? Just click here, it will come out like this. Double click and it will highlight. Click here, it will come out to the box. Double click and it will highlight. And you write branch with the highest sales. Branch with the highest sales. You can see that it's quite big. Okay, I can't show you. Branch with the highest sales. We can actually remove this sum of total branch. We don't need them. We can hide it. You click on one, label filter. Sorry. You click on this. I want to hide it. You click on this. Legend. We need the legend. Grid line, we need it. Axis. We need the axis. We want to label the axis. So click on axis title. When we click on axis title, we say that here is branch. And we say that here is total. Here is total sales. So we can move it. We can click on this and move it. And it will move. Yeah, this one is okay here. So we have given it, okay, some total. So I want to hide all field button. Hide all field button, including what? The branch and the sum total. I hide it. It is hidden. Just a right click and you see hide all field button. So please, if you have your report like this, and finally, before we say that we have done one report, let's label this row. Just double click, and it come out with the highlights. Control A, highlight it, write branch. And we have one report done. Please, if you're able to do this, can I see your hand up? If you're able to do this, can I see your hand up? Wonderful. You've created one report. Wonderful. And this is how you can create other reports. Wonderful. And now, your project. If you want, I would like you to answer the remaining two questions. So now, branch that patronize the okay, branch that patronize or probably just to, sorry for that, just to collapse two of your questions. Branch that patronize credit card and cash, and also branch that okay, branch and the customers. Okay, so branch that patronize credit card and cash. No, I won't give you that one. What I'll give you is the branches and their mode of payment. I would like you to know the branches with each mode of payment. When you have the branches with each mode of payment, you are able to know who patronized credit card and who patronized cash and who patronized e-wallets. So now, let me just do that and you are able to do another two. So what next? You wouldn't want to go back again and start off what you have created. What you have to do is to copy this like this and paste it in a new space. When you paste in a new space, you will see that this and remove the highlight, escape the highlight, and you see that the pivot table is anew again. However, since you want a new data, you can remove branch from being clicked, and you can also remove total from being clicked, and you have a brand new pivot table to work with. So the question is, what are the branches and what type of card payment was mostly patronized by each branch? So
Hello?
now, yes. Someone is asking a question.
Hello?
Yes.
Who's there?
Okay,
Who's
please,
there?
can you mute? Okay, please, we are rounding up. So please, the two key things are, number one, branch. You click on branch. I want it in row. And the branch that patronized each payment mode. What was patronized most? I don't want it in row. What I will do is I will move it to column. I don't even want it in column. I want it in value. No. Count of payment. No. So probably let me put this branch in column and put the payment in row. Now, and what I will do again is I will still carry the same payment because I want to know the total, the one with the highest, which branch has the highest mode of payment. So I will say, okay, the same payment, I will carry it and put it in value. So when you look at this, you will find out that branch A volume of cash is higher than branch A and B have the same volume of cash, but branch C is the highest. Then the credit card, you can see the e-wallet. The e-wallet was mostly patronized in branch A. So now, probably as a ShopRite manager, I will say, okay, please, the e-wallet will, let's open more access to e-wallet in branch A, since the customers appreciate e-wallets the more. So now, we now highlight our table as usual. You can just, if you see this arrow and click on it, it will highlight everything. Then when you click on pivot table, you still go to chart. And when you go to chart, I told you the first chart is the one that is recommended. And this recommended one, I love it. So I will click on it. And now what will happen? And I have it here. And I reduce it. And this is it. We have the cash, the credit card, and the e-wallet. And what I tell you, when you right click and say hide all field, it will remove all these things. And you can now put your title as this title and your chart title. Which is what? The branch that each payment was most patronized. And payment type, and also payment type and the number of customers. That's what you will put there. So we come to the end of today's session. If you are not able